Hello, everyone. I am Keeper Calvin, and we officially welcome you to Keepers Club Podcast. This virtual gathering that you see before you on your Zoom or YouTube screen allows us to have this great privilege to hold a podcast hosted by Keepers Club, a club that aims to keep young people like us away from negative activities such as smoking, drinking, doing drugs, and to help guide and uplift young adults like us who are tuning in, especially those who might be going through things like depression, loneliness, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts. And we have the privilege to have keepers that are willing to join this week's recording to share their experiences on how to stay healthy, happy, and motivated. Because at the end of the day, that's really the goal of this club, for us keepers to share with one another, just like we were to do with our very own brother or sister. And just like the club slogan, I am a brother's keeper, we will do whatever it takes to share the love that we experience individually and as a group. And we love to also thank the founding president of Keepers Club, who is none other than Pastor Apollo Sikibeloy, for this opportunity to be a part of the Keepers Club International here in the United States of America, as well as this great privilege and entrustment to have a Keepers Club inspired podcast. So without further ado, let us all greet all the keepers that have joined today. May we all see your beautiful faces and greet your fellow keepers by saying, I am my brother's keeper. So, hello everyone. How's everyone's day?
Hello, good evening, good day. I'm a brother speaker.
It's Ton. Very right. Hello, Ton. Bella, yo. You, Ate Joy. Hi, Josh. How's your day, Josh? Going well. All the beautiful keepers today. Welcome everyone. Hope everyone's day is going well. How's everyone's day, by the way? It's going good. Everyone's safe. Got to eat, drink water. Yes, sir. Yes, po. I also bows. Mario. Alrighty, so let us begin. Oh, I'll also share some audio as well. Right, here we go. Of course, we start with our disclaimer. So, just to protect everyone and also that everyone's is on the same page, right? Of course, kindly avoid cursing or sharing anything traumatic, as well as to please prevent from saying anything that goes against our slogan, I am my brother's keeper or sister, and I am my brother's sister, I am my brother or sister's keeper, and of course, have fun. So that being said, hope everyone's all right with that. And of course, the Keepers Club Podcast, episode 33. Wow, 33 episodes and still counting. So on the road to 1,000, and let's get started. So for those who haven't heard anything about Keepers Club, or those who are tuning in and maybe are curious about this Keepers Club International. So KCI was first founded by Pastor Apollo Sikibeloy and was first established in June 1986 in Davao City, Philippines. Since then, KCI spread all over the globe, gaining thousands of keepers worldwide, and we would have jam sessions, outings, and constructive small group gatherings, sharings, and discussions. And KCI, also short, for Keepers Club International, is not only in the Philippines, but in other countries like the United States of America, Canada, United Kingdom, Italy, Belgium, Spain, Ukraine, United Arab Emirates, Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, and many more. So, also for our introduction, we are once again the Keepers Club Podcast, and we are a podcast to help guide, encourage, uplift the youth. We do this, as you can see, through Zoom, where we host our official podcast. On YouTube is where we post our full episodes, and we can go down memory lane, see all the performances, all the awesome keepers that have joined, and, to really strive to improve each and every episode. And we do this every Tuesday. You can also think of it as 4 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Central time, and 7 p.m. Eastern time. And the reason, of course, we do so is because I am my brother's keeper. And we do this as well by trying to gather, bond, and sharing with keepers all over the U.S. So, for our experience, you can say that all of our topics relate to the struggles of being a youth. Very many struggles in this youth today. Like, right? So, we also have this privilege to meet and talk to keepers all over the U.S. So it is a very nice to see everyone, even though that we're not able to be together physically. But with just one click, we're able to see one another, share, and to participate in this podcast virtually. And it is very humbling. Of course, a huge privilege to not only share the Keepers Club love that we felt and to do our part, the very bare minimum we can do to ever give back to our founding president, to give back to Keepers Club, and to share our experience once again. So, once again and every Tuesday. But with that being said, when any keeper would be so kind enough to maybe share a little words or a little experience, share some words on their experience, how the podcast is treating you, or maybe a sneak peek of those who have never tuned in before. Anyone would be so nice. Not all at once, but
The experience in Keepers Club, right?
just one.
Yeah. I I think I answered this last week, but just so I can express how being in Keepers Club also is a benefit. Many of us don't know each other personally, but through Keepers Club, we're able to meet more young people who's open minded, because a lot of times many young people in our areas, wherever we are, a lot of them are not open to what we have to say, because I think Keepers Podcast should have it's kind of like a PSA about certain topics, and you kind of get to learn more about those certain topics as each young people express what they want to say about it based on their opinion and their experiences. But being in Keepers Club podcast is very fun, so thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Kuya. Thank you for sharing. And you're very right. It's like a PSA almost, or right. There's a lot of things that are very negative, very attractive to the young people like us, but they're not the most moral, you can say. They're not the most uplifting and good for our mind, our mindset, our spiritual growth, you can say, right? So, anyone else would you like to share? Maybe a few words or elaborate what's Keeper Anthony is saying or the experience on how the podcast is treating them as well. Going once, going twice. If not, it's all good. Maybe we could save it for our discussion. So, all right. Thank you once again, Keeper Anthony. And let's move on to our discussion. So, all right. Hopefully the music, I'll figure out how to get the music going as well. But for our icebreakers, just get an atmosphere, kind of vibe with everyone who has joined today. For icebreakers, it's like a tradition every podcast episode. So we chose for today the three nice flex, two truths, one lie, and golden buzzer. So, all right. So, for example, nice flex being it's like kind of show and tell really quick, right? But does anyone have like, would you be willing to share like your anyone's like homework or snacks, like anything that you'd be willing to share your fellow keepers? Go, Josh. Go, Sherlyn. You got snacks too? Yeah, be safe. Happy snacking, by the way. Anyone? Go, keep it, Josh. Or homework, or like literally anything. Anyone have like a pet? It's like nice flex or show and tell. Diba? Okay, nice shirt, by the way, Rick. Okay, going what? Oh, go, Tone. What's that, Tone? Yeah, Josh, you have a cat this whole time?
I love cats, and also this is a violin right next to me.
Gotta organize this. Oh, Josh, regards to your cat. I didn't know you had one. That's cool. Okay, nice flex, everyone. So, All right. Next one also being is we play some music. Two truths, one lie. Right. So this is one of our favorites, but feel free to participate or say it in the chat box if you're not available. But does anyone have any truth? Oh yes. Oh, there's a hand already. Go, Sherlyn.
For my first, number one is I played volleyball. Number two is I didn't play soccer. Number three is I went to North Carolina this month. So number one is volleyball, number three is soccer. Number two is soccer, and number three, North Carolina.
So feel free to get your guesses in. Some people are saying or as of now, some people are saying 3, 2. Said 3 also. There's also guesses too. Wow. Eunice Simon. 2, 3. All right, so get your guesses in. But would you be so kind enough, Ati Sherlyn, to share which one was the lie?
The lie is number two.
Yes.
Yeah, because on Monday,
Simon.
I practiced soccer.
Wow. Yes, be safe, Sherlyn, and happy hope soccer treats you well, Ate Sherlyn. All right,
think
thank you for
she
sharing,
knows.
by the way. Wow. But regardless, go Sherlyn, all the keepers there in Virginia from North Carolina, and volleyball, I believe, right? So go Sherlyn. Anyone else, by the way? Two truths, one lie before we move on. Yes, go Ton.
So the first one, I'm gonna play violin for the talent showcase later. Number two, I'm gonna play the piano and sing for the talent showcase later. Or number three, I'm gonna play the ukulele for the talent showcase later.
Hey, it's a tricky one, but very nice.
I think
And
number two
you know,
is the lie.
which one, Sherlyn? Or
Number two.
2?
The piano.
People are guessing 2.
I
Yeah, so
think it's
go Bells. All right, yes, can you get your guesses in? Feel free to say it or remember it or type it in the chat box. But at the same time, too, Tone is very right. We have a traditional talent show as well every episode. So, so feel free to practice or anticipate everyone's performance. But in the meantime, personally, I'm thinking the lie is 2, Tone. But would you be so kind enough to reveal the lie? Go, Tone.
I'm gonna be playing the piano and singing later. So 2 and 3 is the lie.
Wow. Nice keyboard tone. I'm looking very forward to it. And then just also keep in mind that we can actually do the golden, like we call it the golden buzzer today. So maybe you could perform like in a couple seconds, Ton. But if not, we're also have an opportunity at the very end too for anyone who's might need more practice or wants to as well. Anyone else? By the way, nice one by the way, Ton.
yeah.
Oh yeah, why not? Either Isaac or Josh.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir. Go, Kuya.
So what are you doing right now? Because I just got back from like washing dishes.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Go, Isaac. Washing dishes. But you'll see. We're doing two truths, one lie, and if you need an example, we'll let Josh have the spotlight. So two truths, one lie. Go, Josh.
All right.
We'll get back to you, Isaac.
So, so the first one is I like playing football. The sport. And the second one is I don't like playing football. The sport. And the third one is I know how to throw a football. The ball.
Number 1.
Number 3.
Number 1.
3.
These are like tricky. I have to like take a moment to think about it. It's like one of them. If one of it like eliminates the rest. I'm thinking one also though. Oh, Josh. But kind of get your guesses in. I love your middle part, by the way, Keeper Josh. But other than that, kind of get your guesses in. Also, we could greet. But feel free to reveal which one was the lie, Keeper Josh. Go, Josh.
So the lie was, I don't like playing football. Wait, I like playing football. That was a lie. No, I don't like playing football. I got traumatized the last time.
Oh, okay. Go traumatize Josh playing football. Was it 1 or 2 then?
I think that was 1.
Oh, okay.
But I know how to throw the football.
All right. Yeah, nice one, Josh. Oh, yes, go, Isaac. Would you like to participate? If not,
Yes.
oh yes, go, Isaac. Before we
Okay.
go on with our discussion, go, Isaac.
1. I have less than 3 uncles. 2. I know how to play the drums. And 3. I am a YP.
3.
I say 1.
3.
All right. It's nice hearing everyone. By the way, participate too. But kind of get your guesses in. Regards, also Keeper iPhone. But also, Keeper Isaac, kindly reveal which one was the lie.
Number 1, because I have 3 uncles: Tita Anthony, Tita AC, and my uncle Tita Ace.
Oh wow, they sound familiar too. So regards to your Tito Anthony and Tito AC. But go YP Isaac, thank you for sharing, and good job washing the dishes. By the way, Keeper Isaac, helping out the house, and Mama and Papa Isaac as well. All right, any other takers? Nice one, by the way, Isaac. Okay, I'll get anyone. I'll do one really quick. All right, so guess the lie. 1, I'm a good bowler. 2, I love bowling. 3, I recently went bowling. 1. Oh, can we show some love to Copy and her dog, by the way? Go, Copy. But kind of get your guesses in. Also, regards to once again, Copy's dog. Hi, Copy.
Hi, Lily. Lily, say hi. Here's Oding. Oding, you say hi.
Odessa.
Hello.
Odessa. Happy belated birthday, by the way. Go, Odessa from SS.
Oh, happy birthday.
Lily wants to play.
Oh, does Lily have a 2 truths, 1 lie, by the way?
Yeah. Okay, so here's Lily's 2 truths and a lie. Lily's last name is Ventige. The other one is Lily likes to eat only dog food. Oh dang, what's another one? Lily likes to do what? I forgot what Lily.
Likes to bite people.
Lily reacts when she sees other dogs. Which one's the lie there and the truth? I forgot what number 2 is. I forgot
Yeah,
what
same. Oh, but there's guesses though. There's 2. There's
Number was she only eats dog food.
Yeah.
2, 1.
That's a lie.
I just say 1, but
Oh,
yes, kind of get your guesses in or say it too, regards to Nashville, but kindly reveal
half
the
of her
lie.
face.
Keep your copy
Oh, Lily,
or
show
keep
your
your Lily.
face. Lily, you show your face. The
Yes, we
father.
got the
How's
spotlight
everyone
too.
here?
Okay, thank you for participating, Keeper Lily or Dog Lily. All right, and then also mine's was I forgot as well. I'm a terrible bowler, so I don't go bowling. But yes, let's move on. So nice seeing also, all the keepers' dogs, and yes, let's move on. So hope everyone liked that. By the way, feel free to let us know if you have any icebreakers in mind. But let's move on with our episode 33. Any golden buzzer, by the way, like urgent or maybe toward the end? Anyone? Oh, like right now? Okay, yes. Go, Anthony. I know you mentioned as well that you have a keyboard that is worthy of being played. Yes, so go, Anthony. We'll happily give you the floor, but let us know when you're ready so we can properly introduce
Okay.
you. And
I'm ready.
are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now or
sir.
never.
So okay. Let us welcome Keeper Anthony. Go, Anthony.
You guys can hear it
All right,
properly?
show us how it's done, Ton. Take it away.
You guys can hear it properly? I'm not breaking up or anything.
Yes, sounds good. Sounds good, Ton.
Okay. Have it your way. It's only fair to warn you. I don't know how to leave this, but I'm ready to try. 'Cause I believe you're better. I give you all my secrets, but that what really matters to me. Show me how to live with only Show me how to live with only
Let's give it up for Anthony. Woo! Ton, wow, that was one of my favorite by you, by the way. You seems like you practiced that too. Go, Ton.
for the last 30 minutes.
Very nostalgic as well. So nice one, Ton. Oh, and yes, go Anthony. And is there another hand, by the way, willing to perform? Oh, yes. Go keepers from Virginia.
I've been studying Japanese. It's been 1 week. You guys want to hear my progress?
Yes, we would love to actually. Go keeper
Okay.
Simon.
I will introduce my name. Wait, itay. Okay. Ohayo, konnichiwa, hajimashite, Simon Zen Espartero desu. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Let's give it up for Simon.
Period. We love a Japanese team.
That's all I learned for 1 week.
Simon, nice one. Go Simon from the Japanese classes. And of course, arigato gozaimashita, keeper Simon. Wow.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigato, itadakimasu, goshisama. Alrighty. Anyone else? Nice one, by the way. Go Simon. Any other perform? Yes. So we can all excited as well for our discussion. But was there a finger or is there someone dying to perform? Yes. Let us know when you're ready, Keeper Bella and Keeper Mario, so we can properly introduce you.
Is our audio good?
Test.
Hello? Wait, player,
Yeah.
there you go.
Is it? Yeah, you're good. Go, yo. Go, Bells. Wait, let us know when you're
I
ready.
can't hear it.
So 1 moment.
Yeah, it could be better, but we could hear at least, you know. Sometimes the audio like jumps in during like the middle. Unless you can be like, you know, toward the end, like after the discussion. Let us know, Bells. Yeah. Oh, are you ready? Are you ready? Let us know. Okay, hold up. Let us all welcome Keeper Bella and Mario. Go yo, Bells. Woo!
No audio.
Yo, Bells, your audio. Bella, Mario. Bells. Yo. Hey. Ade. Hoy. Okay. They'll just practice for now, but we will save them for our special performance at the end. Right. So you know the effort is noticed, of course, but go Bella and Yo, even though they can't hear us. But we're very excited as well, right? So we hope they're singing their heart at the moment, but we will move on, you know, while they're practicing, of course. And kindly let them know too that I'm not like interrupting them on purpose. But let's move on. Shall we? Goalkeeper Bella and Mario. Thank you to all the keepers that performed, and let's give them a round of applause. Okay, so we will at least give them a round of applause. So go yell, go bells, and hope everyone is ready for our discussion. Alrighty. Okay, go let's move on, I guess. Calling Keeper Anthony, by the way, to kindly message Keeper Bella and Yell. Thank you so much. But let's move on for episode 33, Fruits of the Spirit, part 3. Wow, 33 episodes. So this is a part 3 version, and then next week actually is Valentine's Day, right? So a very nice closing to Fruits of the Spirit. Let's check up also on Keeper Bella and Keeper Mario, see if they are practicing. Okay, they're still practicing. So let's continue, and then of course let's all show some love to them a little later on. But here are some definitions for fruits of the Spirit, right? So fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, meekness, faith, temperance, and these demonstrate the change of sanctification that is at work in our hearts. As you can see, all the fruits, you know, they have nice faces as well, and they yes. So hi also, by the way, Keeper Bell, Keeper Yo. Yes, Bells, Yo, by the way, we couldn't hear you. So hopefully you can show us your beautiful gifts a little later on. And we'll keep you updated. Thank you, of course, though, Keeper Bell, Keeper Yells. Other than that, those were some definitions of the fruits of the Spirit and more about the fruits of the Spirit. So, of course, what we've learned in Keepers Cup International: have meekness or be modest and humble, not arrogant or prideful. Also, find the joy in both the good and bad times. Have temperance no matter what challenges or life obstacles are thrown at you, and be gentle toward others and those around you. Also, you know, force yourself to have the fruits of the Spirit no matter how much your patience is tested. Like a continuation of our previous episodes, right? It's a part 3 version. Maybe one of the first times we had a part 3. But these are some, you know, some points and foundation that we always, you know, do our research, not only online, but of course, really reflect on what we've learned through the Keepers Cup International. And maybe you've heard this before, of course. All we need is love, and patience is a virtue. So, for our official episode 33 question, what does meekness mean to you? Also, why is it important to find joy in everything we do? And how can keepers around the world have faith in the good and bad times? So, as you can see, I will copy and paste this in our chat, or the Zoom chat. I'll post it right now. And of course, for our discussion time, there are no wrong answers. We love to hear your thoughts about the fruits of the Spirit. And of course, participation is highly encouraged. So, we have our question, of course. I'll cue some music, but we will have our discussion, and I'll actually start it off really quick before I hand it off to Anthony. But of course, this is a very nice topic, right? Because especially as young people like us, we can easily, like we would say in past episodes, you know, so there's times where we lose our cool, we lose our patience, we lose, you know, we lose our long suffering, right? But in the times where we really lose our patience, we can't we're tempted to, you know, just make a scene or to really confront an individual, whether it be our friends, family, those around us, maybe even our fellow keepers, right? There's a choice whether we want to, you know, put them on blast, or to really tell them why they're doing something wrong, or to really show why we're angry, right? Or we can have fruits of the Spirit, to have sympathy, empathy, to put ourselves in their shoes and to choose love, right? To be patient with them and to really have faith that they'll improve and that they will really learn from their mistakes, right? We're not perfect either. So sometimes it's really about treating one another like a brother and sister, just like Keepers Club, and to have fruits of the Spirit. And you can see as well, we, you know, it's actually in our it's in our PowerPoint that it's actually a biblical verse, like in Galatians 5:22-23, right? So maybe others can maybe elaborate. But with that being said, anyone else would you like to elaborate? Or just like the question, what does meekness mean to you? Why is it important to find joy in everything we do? And how can keepers have faith in the good and in the bad times? So thank you for your patience. Do we call Keeper Anthony? Kindly share your reflection. Go, Ton.
Yes. I want to answer the second question. Why should we have joy in everything that we do? I think that was it, right? Um,
Just thought.
the reason the for my point of view, okay, the reason why you should have joy in everything that you do, it's because when you find something that interests you, of course you're gonna be happy to do it, right? But say for instance, you're doing something that's not really interesting to you, so you you let that affect you, and then your performance go down. But the reason why, it's not fake. Um, Whenever you're finding joy in something that you don't like doing or it's not really interesting to you, it's not being fake. You're smiling and laughing, but deep inside you don't like what you're doing. But for me, finding joy in what you do, in everything that you do, it's important because you never really know what um your energy can bring to someone. Like for example, like someone's really down, and you added on to it by looking so uninteresting or looking like you don't want to be there because you don't find it interesting. But if you find the joy of, there's gonna be good things for each and everything that we do. Um, I hope that it's the case for everybody, but there will be joy in everything that we do, even if it's little, even if it's big. But finding joy in wherever you are can really help uplift the mood of the place, and also maybe help someone going through a rough patch. Help brighten up their day by bringing positivity, and that's all joy is, basically positive, positive vibes that you can spread to people by just being the best that you can be, because that's also a form of finding joy in wherever you are and whatever you do. So yeah, it's important. It's an important key factor of being a good sport, or being a good sport, or being a good team player, figuratively and literally, like in a team. So yeah, hopefully that's the case for everybody. You're always finding the joy in whatever you do, especially here in Keepers Club podcast. I may not see you guys' face, but I find joy in seeing you guys here because instead of doing all of these worldly things, we are here gathered together to learn more about you know embracing the better side of ourselves. So thank you so much, and hope you guys learn from my little speech, or hope you can share your own too.
Yes, thank you, Kuya Anthony. And likewise as well, we hope everyone actually can share. And thank you for that beautiful reflection as well, Keeper Anthony. Yes, so anyone else, would you like to add on, elaborate, or answer any of the questions, any of the to really share, right? It's the podcast. So thank you for joining. But of course, we love to hear everyone participate. Yeah, sure. But nice haircuts as well, all the keepers. Let me add on before someone else jumps in. But of course, right? Meekness, for example, the first question that we decided for our episode, meekness. It's also relates to one of our topics before, like being humble, especially like the gifts that we were given, gifts as in like talents, right? Not all the time it's always singing and dancing, but for anything, whether it was like it seems as we were born with it or we worked hard to really redefine our talent, we can really use it, right? And there's a choice what we're willing to use it for. Some people use it for money, for fame, for popularity, likes, and sometimes people really use it to in a form of giving back, right? And having a meekness, it really is acknowledging that as if we were blessed with it, right? Some say you have a great voice, you have a great talent for guitar, keyboard, bass, wind instruments, and singing, right? But really having like that spirit of meekness, it really is like a mindset to know that it wasn't you who was uh it wasn't all because of you. It was really because of a gift from God. And depending on how you use it, it can really be everything or it can be worth nothing. Right? So it really comes down to how you use it, where you use it, and also your mindset in really being humbled. So anything, right? In any gift, not only singing and dancing, sometimes it can be, it can be art. It can really be being a representative, or maybe playing keyboard, maybe have a good eye, maybe you can design, maybe you're good at communicating with others, right? So that being said, anyone else would you like to add on? Maybe about meekness, or how about the good and in the bad times? If you'd like to add why fruits of the spirit relate to that, or especially faith, why it's important to have faith as a fruit of the spirit. Hello, also.
Okay. Sorry, sorry.
Oh yeah, yes.
You can go ahead. You can continue. Then I'll just talk when you're done.
Oh no. May I call on you actually, Keeper
Oh.
Angelo? Loving your haircut, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So just like to answer the second question, why is it important to find joy in everything we do? First of all, if we don't have joy in what we're doing, why are we even doing it? We have to like, if we're doing it, like if we're gonna do something, we need to be like dedicated to it. We need to be like happy, or like know why we're doing it in the first place. And like you can't just do something, like just you can't do anything if you're like um not in a good mood or anything like that, because if you're not like um if you don't see the good side, or like the bright side on what you're doing, then why are you even doing it in the first place? And being joy, like, or joyful, is also like a stress reliever, because you're doing something that's making you happy, that's like worth of your time, and you're doing it like happily, like joyful. And being like, who doesn't want to be happy? I'm pretty sure everyone wants to be happy. So like, if we're doing something, and that we're like, if we're doing something and we're not happy, like, what's the point of it, you know? And yeah.
Yes, you're very right. Keeper AC. You that really hit hard too, actually. Like why what's the point of doing anything if you're not happy? Or in other words, like you don't do it with love. Right? So it's a very great
Can I?
yes, it's a very
I'd like
great
to.
point. But yes, Keeper Josh, would you like to add on?
Yeah.
Nice one, by the way. Keeper AC. Go
Yeah.
Josh.
So about what Keeper AC, yeah, Keeper Angela said. So like, what's the point of doing something if you don't like doing it, or like, wait, what was the thing again? When you don't get joy out of it. But like,
Yes.
sometimes like you have to do things that you don't want to do, like, let's say, I don't know, responsibilities, like some other stuff, but like, when you're doing something that you don't like doing, then you're not gonna make it like excellent per se, you know well, you can, but like, it's gonna be really hard compared to like you liking what you do, because if you're doing something that you don't want to do, then you're not really gonna be motivated to put much effort in it. You just want to like accomplish the task, maybe like it's schoolwork or something. You're just gonna want to do as much as to like get the get a good grade and not the best as you can. I think that's what I want to say. But anyway, it's just you need the love to do. You need to love what you want, what you are doing, in order to be great at it, I guess, or like in order to make it excellent. That's all.
Yes, thank you, Josh. I like how you mentioned excellence, like another topic we've had actually in our previous podcast episodes. All right, so imagine we strive for excellence, but we don't have the love. That's why they correlate. They very they're like pairs, right? Because with excellence there comes love, but without one or the other, like what's the point? So it really is something for all of us actually to work on, and it's a very great point, Keeper Josh. So thank you for participating. With that being said, is there another keeper would you like to share? Yes,
Can you check
go,
the
Isaac.
questions in the chat?
Oh, sure. I'll send it again. But for example, the keeper Isaac, um, may I ask, like, why is it important to have faith? Because faith is another fruits of the spirit, right, Isaac? So why is it important to have faith, for example, in the good and in the bad times? Or if you want to answer another question, right? Like adding on to one of anything what the Kuya said.
You said why should we have faith?
Yes. If you want to talk a little about that, or like imagine when you're tried in like challenges of life, why is it important to be thankful? Or why is it important to find joy when you're faced with a challenge in life?
Can I answer the one that says why should you find joy when you're faced with a challenge in life?
Yeah, sure. You're more than welcome to, Keeper Isaac.
So I think the reason why you should find joy when you're faced with a challenge is because when you're tasked a challenge and you don't really have much joy, you don't really care about the challenge, you don't really put a lot of effort. At this point, you don't even have, if you have other people helping you, you really just depend on them doing it for you instead of you doing it, since you don't really enjoy it. And so you're probably gonna get like distracted from other things instead of this task that has been given to you from somebody. And yeah, that's all I have right now.
All good. Thank you so much, Keeper Isaac. And always, always such a joy, not only seeing but also hearing you share in the podcast, Keeper Isaac. Nice background, by the way. Look at all your medals. But what anyone else would you like to share? Maybe answer any of the questions, elaborate, or any of the points we talked about, like more about fruits of the spirit. Or, feel free to maybe give an example, anything that you're comfortable with, of where you've showed fruits of the spirit, right? Or an example of how keepers like us can continue to have the infatigability in being filled with fruits of the spirit. How about if you're there, keeper Sai, or would you like to share actually Sai? If you're there, we love to hear you. Keeper Sai. Are you there, Sai Sai? Keeper Silene? All right. If not good, if not, maybe we'll just participate twice, right? But I know that something I learned as well, just it's like a continuation, right? Having temperance, no matter what challenges, it really is finding the joy and being thankful in the good and in the bad times. You can't have the good times without the bad times, right? And it's also really finding the joy in the trials, the challenges, the fire, you can say, and when it comes to really growing as a keeper in whatever life throws at you. So, and at times too, I've learned where, even where your patience is tested, you really want to, like I mentioned, they say like you lose your cool, or you really want to, um yes, there's actually a keeper that joined, so we'll greet him accordingly, him or her. But we're very but also too, it really acknowledging, right? Why would you want to have a, would you rather hear, me or like a keeper, any keeper say, you know what, like it's because of me that, I'm so good at playing the saxophone, right? Or it's because of me that, that this is successful, this is good. No, right? It's better to be humbled. It's always good to, give the credit to where it's due. And it's also a sense of humility, and also acknowledging that whatever you're blessed with can be taken away tomorrow, right? So that's why we're talking about fruits of the spirit in this episode. And we're very glad for to have this privilege to talk about the fruits of the spirit with all you keepers in this episode. But with that being said, speaking of keepers, can we kindly greet keeper Cipriano Carranza? Kindly correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but we love to hear or see you, by the way, keeper Cipriano. Thank you so much for joining. Hope your day is going well. And we welcome you to the Keepers Club podcast. So we have this opportunity to show them some love. Hope your day is going well once again, and welcome to the podcast, Keeper Cipriano. How are you there, Keeper Cipriano? But as I was saying, feel free to jump in. Any keeper, maybe if you want to participate twice, or keeper Cipriano. We're talking about fruits of the spirit in our podcast episode today. So feel free to message us or jump in. But of course, once again, we love to see or hear from you so we can greet you accordingly. With that being said, any other keepers, would you like to elaborate or jump in before we come to a close? If you want to add on, Keeper Angelo, Josh, Isaac, Isaiah, we love to hear from you as well. Keeper Isaiah, I think, or was it Keeper Isaac? Or, Keeper Anthony, if you'd like to jump in, of course.
Can I say something
You were like the first.
else? Keeper Cal.
Yes, go Angelo.
So like you were asking earlier, I think Keeper Isaac, like about faith, like why is it important to have faith through the good and bad times? Well, for me, I think that it's really good to have faith, like whenever you're like in difficult needs, like in trials, something like that. Because if you don't have faith that you will get, like that you will overcome that challenge, then you're not gonna, like, if you don't believe in yourself, or like if you don't have faith, you're basically like bringing yourself down, and I think that it's um um that we need to like find the good in that um situation that is like happening to us, like the trials, we should have faith. um there's a saying, I don't know, I forgot who said it, but I know there's a saying that says, walk by faith, but not by sight, you know. Because faith is like one of the, how do I say this? One of the important um fruit um um hold on, I'm sorry, but I know faith is like very important, because if you don't have faith, then how are you gonna how are you gonna um get to that thing that you're trying to do, you know? And yeah.
Yes, and there's no apologizing here, Keeper AC, by the way, of course. Um, I'll elaborate too, because that's very nice what you said. But before any of us lose our train of thought, would you like to add on too? Or jump in? Once again, Keeper Anthony. Good one.
I just want to add on to what Keeper AC said about faith, and I just want to elaborate more on it. Um, if you guys didn't know, there was a hurricane here in 2016, I believe, called Hurricane Harvey, and it affected many people in Houston area, or yeah, in our area, and also like kind of Hurricane Katrina in Louisiana, but many more like calamities. But if you guys put yourself in their shoes, if they didn't have faith to keep pushing through, their mental state or their view of life would have been very different, and they would have been having a more difficult time in bringing themselves up. But in the midst of darkness, or when you're down, you like it's really important for you to have faith. Why? It's because if you view your life as your temporary situation right now, it could be bad, it could be good, but let's say for the sake of it, it's very bad. If you lose sight of life itself, it's gonna be hard for you to bring yourself up. But you always gotta remember that everything is temporary. So good things may come by and go, but what more for bad things, right? For bad times. So just it's one of the I could say the fruits of the spirit that we talked about. I think faith. It's kind of like meekness. The topic of meekness that we have today, because as we have sent in the chat, Keeper Cal, the meekness means staying humble, staying not letting yourself be arrogant, and being grateful for everything. So that's kind of like having faith as well. They go one in like hand in hand, like they're a pair, like you said, right? Because if you have faith and you're meek, you're not arrogant that, oh, my life is so bad that it's not gonna get good, it's not gonna get better. Or you can be like, my life is so good, I have many riches, I don't need anything anymore. If you put meekness and faith together, nothing can stop you, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're you're healthy or not healthy. But always look on the bright side, because you never really know. Like Keeper Cow said, the man upstairs may have a plan for you to be going through that. But the thing that I always like to say, that always stuck out to me, and I keep on saying here, is that the greatest battle is given to the strongest warrior, right? So if you guys are going through a tough time, know that it's given to you for a purpose. So keep strong, keep your faith, keep being meek, and it's not gonna last forever. It's only temporary. So thank you so much for letting me talk again.
Likewise, Keeper Anthony. We're very grateful for the podcast. And if I can add on as well, to what both of you were saying, like Keeper AC, Keeper Anthony. I remember AC brought up a great quote, right? It's like, walk by faith, not by sight or not by feelings, right? And it truly is a reminder, to no matter what comes in our life, whether it's trials, challenges, sometimes it's a test. Sometimes it's really trying to see if we can go through the fire so that we can come out like gold. And if we always see with our feelings, however we feel, like, oh, I don't want to, or why are they talking to me like this, why are they treating me like this, we don't see the lesson behind it, we don't see the correction behind it in anything we do, whether it be in school, whether it be in work, whether it be in responsibility or privilege that we have the opportunity to have. Sometimes it's about cherishing it rather than complaining. Sometimes it's about, really being thankful rather than, really having an attitude towards something. And like you're saying, Keeper Anthony, right? Some of those trials, it's just temporary, right? Or even our life, very temporary, right? So we never know when everyone has a birth certificate. All of us are here, but none of us know when none of us have a death certificate. So a lot of those trials, a lot of those, they call it trials, or anything that happens in our life, no matter how bad it might seem, sometimes it's about having fruits of the Spirit, especially faith. Imagine a keeper who is willing to be thankful, who's willing to be grateful when something bad happens to him or her, because they're able to experience both the good and the bad. And through those bad times, they're able to appreciate the good times even more. So that being said, before we wrap it up, would anyone else like to participate? Keeper Isaiah, would you like to jump in? Or Keeper Sai Sai? Thank you for jumping in again or joining in again.
Yeah.
That's me.
So last week I tried to play the piano, but I messed up. But now I'm prepared. And also my brother's gonna be singing.
Wow. All right. Okay. Yes. Well, actually, we'll come to a close, and then also hopefully Keeper Bella, Maria also will be willing to perform. We're excited to hear you perform as well. But before we officially wrap it up, would you like to add anything, by the way, Keeper Isaiah, for our discussion? Or Isaac?
I don't really have anything to say. You can give us a question.
Oh, okay. Yes, Keeper Isaac. So thank you, Keeper Isaiah, because if you're not willing to if you don't have a question or a response, maybe we can ask you the questions. But we'll keep it short and sweet. For example, Keeper Isaiah, we love to hear you. Let me ask you, why is it important to have meekness, or in other words, why is it important to be humble? We talked about it before, like in another episode, but why is it important to be humble and not arrogant or prideful? Like, why is it important to be humble, or instead of like, it's because of me, because I'm such a great keyboardist, great singer, great beatboxer, great Rubik's cuber. But why?
Because if you do that, then it might push some people to it will like encourage them, but some people it won't. So instead it will discourage them, and it might lead them to depression and anxiety, and it might end up to them drinking, which is bad. So never do that, because instead of doing that, you might want to help them so they can be good just like you. So none of the depression, anxiety, or any of that will happen.
Nice one, Isaiah. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you for sharing. And of course, once again, we'll come to a close, and we're excited to hear you perform with your brother, your twin brother. we don't even remember when you made a mistake, by the way, so we appreciate everyone willing to share their talents. But with that being said, any final thoughts before we move on with our PowerPoint? Going once, going twice and a half, going thrice. All right. So, what a nice discussion and Fruits of the Spirit Part 3. So, thank you all the keepers that have jumped in. And, of course, for our shout out portion, actually, we'll just give the floor first to the twins before our shout outs. Right? So, are you ready, by the way? Keeper Isaiah Isaac? Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Let us give you a round of applause if that's all right. But we're very excited. So show's done. And that being said, let's give it up for Isaiah and Isaac, podcast twins. Woo! Take it away, Isaiah and Isaac.
I am a child of the Father, and I know what that means for me. It means I'm loved, not spoken for, means I'm wealthy in heavenly things. I am a child of the Father, and I know what that means for me. It means I'm redeemed, forgiven, and holy and blameless and free. The blessings that are mine overwhelms me all the time. I am worthy in your eyes, for you are my Father, and I'm your child. I am the Father, and I know what that means for me. It means I'm yours. To be the person you want me to be. I am a child, the Father, and I know what that means for me. It means I'm found in your kingdom. Where you want me to be. The blessings that are mine overwhelms me all the time. I am wealthy in your eyes, for you are my Father, and I'm your child. When I look into your face, I see a love I can't replace. I see my Savior in His face. I see the one. I see the one. I see the one who took my place. The blessings that are mine overwhelms me all the time. I am wealthy in your eyes, for you are my Father and I'm your child. Oh, the blessings that are mine overwhelms me all the time. I am wealthy in your eyes, for you are my Father, and I'm your child.
Let's give it up for Isaac. Woo! Isaiah Isaac, that was beautiful. For real, that was one of my favorite performances. That's so nice Keep going, Isaiah and Isaac. Keep practicing. Keep using that. Isaiah and Isaac. That's all. Great job. Give another round of applause for Isaac and Isaiah. Boy, Isaiah, Isaac, what do you think of your performance this time?
9.5 out of 10.
Which one?
9.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Because we
Anyone
messed
else agree? There's like 11 out of 10. You agree, Keeper Gab? Yes. Oh, he's giving no. Wow. Isaiah, Isaac, nice one. I gotta listen to that again. Sorry I interrupted you, by the way. I was jamming so hard, I turned off the volume on my headset. So, how are you, by the way, Keeper Gab?
I'm good. How are you there, Keeper Calvin?
Always blessed. But yeah, I see you working hard. Go, Gab. And we're glad you're able to jump in before we officially come to a close. So that being said, any other final performances? Or just next time now?
I can go.
Okay, sure.
Hi, Gab.
Hi at the cafe. I just do a
Hi, Mom. Say hi to your mom. We're watching you live, Gab. Hi, Gab. Hi. Hi, all keepers club.
Hi, Mama
Hi,
Gab.
hello.
Hi,
Ate
Keeper Gab.
Ka. Ate K. Go
Hi.
ta.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Are you still down to perform, Keeper Gab?
Yeah, sure. I just do a quick something. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know
let me
if-
know when you're ready.
I don't know if this will hurt your ears, but
You're good. You're good. Wait, let us know. We could introduce you properly.
That's it.
Oh, that was it?
Can you do it again, please? I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it. Okay.
No, I think my audio was off.
Okay.
Let's give it up for Gab.
Da
Woo!
da 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 da. That's it. That's 21st Century Fox opening.
Yeah, it does sound familiar. Nice one, Keeper Gab. I think you're gonna play drums or something. But yes, go Gab, and thank you for participating. So regards also to Ati Evie, I believe. But other than that, thank you, Gab. Nice hearing from you. So as I come up with the closing presentation, feel free also if you have any final words, Gab, for Fruits of the Spirit Part 3. Other than that, let's move on. So, shout outs to all the new faces, all the returning keepers tuning in, Keepers Club International, and of course, the president of Keepers Club. So, hope you all know how much we are humbled and very for this opportunity. We really cherish it so much, and we really thank our beloved president for this opportunity. And any shout outs, by the way? Anyone wants to show some love before we officially close?
Shout out to everybody who responded and participated today.
You're very right, Keeper Isaiah. But
Shout out to Keeper Isaac, Keeper Anthony, and Keeper Isaiah. because they're so cool. And keeper Calvin.
Sure.
Oh, of
Shout out to
course.
Gabby.
Whose iPhone?
Shout out to Kuya Calvin.
I think it's
Shout out to Kuya
AC.
Gabby
I
Thompson.
think it's Kirk.
No, it's me.
Oh.
It's Kirk. It's Kirk.
Is this
Oh, it's Kirk.
KOC
Is it
of
really?
De La Cruz?
Hi, Kirk. Shout out
Hi.
to Kirk for joining the
Shout out to
podcast.
Kirk.
Shout out to
Kirk,
Kirk,
open your
yeah.
camera, Kirk.
Because he's finally
Yeah, we
joined
love
the
to see you, Kirk.
Keeper Cappy, what is KOC? Would you like to explain to us what KOC is?
Yes, it's Christian Louis Carlos.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
That is so pretty. Is that a name? Oh my god. Christian Lily Carlos. Wow.
Oh. Okay. Other than that, shoutouts. Thank you for sharing. And then regards, of course, to all the keepers who have joined, participated, had their video on, and all the performances as well. So thank you, of course, Pastor, for this privilege. And other than that, also regards to Lily and I forgot the dog's name, but regards to a friendly
Piper.
Dalmatian. Oh, what was it, copy?
Piper.
Oh, Piper. So you're the one behind Piper's friends. Regards to Piper.
Shout out to Kuya Calvin for being an awesome host.
Oh, of course, no, but you know who to think. Just think, Papang, Isaac, Isaiah, and of course, it's the least we could do, right, to give back to Pastor. So that being said, shout out also Copy, Isaac, Isaiah, Anthony, all the keepers, Gab, Bella, Mario, even those that have joined. We love to hear you, of course. Like also Josh and keeper Sai Sai. But other than that, yes, let us thank you for that shout out portion. And we really hope you enjoyed. And we love to see you for episode 34 next week. So these are all the some keepers photos, like keepers in USA, our flyer podcast every Tuesday. And of course, feel free to check out your performances, reflections, all the keepers that have joined on our YouTube channel, Keepers Club Podcast. And thank you as well, Keeper Angelo, for the thumbnails. As you can see, podcasts, our titles. We'll add the Fruits of the Spirit 3 and dot dot dot. Let's all take a group photo. So we love to see everyone, and you'll be added to our updated compilation of podcast group photos on Facebook as well. But may we ask everyone to open their video? Is that Kirk?
Yes.
Kirk, how are you?
Good.
You're good? Wow,
Yes.
nice seeing you. Thank you for joining. It's nice seeing you as well. Wow. But with that being said, let's all take a group photo.
Nice
So-
seeing you.
Yes, we'll take two. One normal and then one with the K for Keepers Club. If that's okay. But once again, let's do a 3, 2, and 1. Kindly smile. And we do one also for Keeper. You ready? That being said, 3, 2, 1. All the
That's an L.
loyal guy keepers in this at the very end, right? So regards all the keepers. Nice seeing you, Kirk. Love from
Yeah.
Chicago. Good job. Go, 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 Kirk.
Yeah.
And other than that, I
Nobody heard
am
of
my brother's keeper. So
Kirk
thank
is
you
from-
for joining. Yes.
Curtis from Houston.
But see you next week. Feel free to stay, I'm assuming. But other than that, nice one, everyone. And I am my brother's keeper. Have a good rest of the day. And woo!
Okay.
Everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.